How long do edibles stay in your system? This question isn't easy to answer. Multiple factors determine how long edibles stay in your system. Your physiology, age, weight, how much food you've eaten with edibles, and more all determine how long edibles stays in your system. It also depends on how much THC, the active ingredient in cannabis, is present in the edible. A drug's half-life is how long it takes for half of a dose of a drug to leave the system. In frequent users, though, the half-life is much longer. Simply put, if you don't use cannabis a lot, it'll leave your system completely in about a week. If you're a heavier user, cannabis can stay in your system for nearly 3 months. Cannabis drug tests. How long can drug tests detect cannabis? A surprising amount of time, but it depends on the type of test. Most drug screens involve urine screening. An occasional user will have detectable traces of THC in their urine for around 10 days. People who use it more often, THC can be detected for up to a month and longer. Blood tests can detect cannabis for up to 12 hours after it was last used. A mouth swab can detect THC for about 24 hours. Finally, hair follicle tests can detect cannabis for up to 90 days after it was last used. Why cannabis edibles are risky. THC is an addictive substance, and you can get addicted to cannabis like any other drug. I've seen it happen. Edible cannabis works differently. When you smoke or vape cannabis, it's absorbed via the lungs, so you feel the effects fairly quickly. When you eat cannabis, it needs time to be absorbed into your bloodstream via the digestive system. What this means is you might find yourself suddenly high when you don't want to be, like driving. Or you might take too many edibles and then green out. Again, greening out won't kill you, but it will make you feel awful for hours. Some edibles are ridiculously strong. Taking large doses of cannabis will cause you to build up a tolerance very quickly, meaning you'll need to take even more high doses to feel the same effects. And this behavior is a major red flag for cannabis use disorder, which is the clinical term for cannabis addiction. Cannabis addiction is treatable at the Edge Treatment Center. The Edge Treatment Center uses evidence-based methods to successfully treat cannabis use disorder, mental health, and more. Just reach out to us today at 844-590-0403, and let's get a conversation going.